Welcome to the Midnight Express channel, where ancient truths ride the rails of cosmic revelation, and the veil between myth and memory begins to dissolve. Tonight, we journey beyond the familiar stories of Yeshua, the healer, the teacher, the crucified, and explore a radical lens. Yeshua as a galactic rebel, not just a spiritual figure, but a cosmic disruptor whose mission may echo the ancient tensions between two powerful Annunaki beings, Enki and Enlil. Was Yeshua aligned with Enki, the bringer of wisdom and liberation? Did his defiance mirror the rebellion against Enlil's control and hierarchy? And could his teachings be encrypted messages meant to awaken humanity from a programmed slumber? This isn't Sunday school. This is Soul School, where we decode the sacred, challenge the narrative, and awaken the rebel within. So grab your metaphysical ticket, and let's ride the Midnight Express into the heart of galactic truth. In the book of Enoch, the fallen angel Raziel is sent to guard the entrance to Eden after Adam and Eve are banished, and one day he sees an angel named Metatron ascending into the heavens. So Raziel asks, "Hey, where are you going?" And Metatron says, "I'm off to see Yahweh to receive the secret of the righteous and the wicked." Then Raziel asks, "Tell me what you have seen and heard in the presence of the Lord of Lords." So Metatron shares some profound truths about the nature of God. He says, "Yahweh has no body nor likeness of man. You must not form any image of God, for he is far more magnificent than anything you can imagine." This ancient text is important because it shows us how much humanity has been misinformed about our true nature. Throughout history, there have been various attempts to limit God to our own narrow definitions and expectations. The problem is, we're now reaping the consequences of those limited expectations. We were told that God was in a far-off place and didn't care about our problems. We were taught that God was too busy running the universe to listen to our prayers. We were told that we had to follow rigid laws and submit to leaders who claimed to speak for God, or else we wouldn't go to heaven when we died. Well, I'm here to tell you that things aren't quite what they seem. There's much more to this reality than meets the eye. And today we're going to talk about Yeshua and his possible connection to the Anunnaki. The idea of Yeshua being related to the Anunnaki may sound outlandish at first, but stay with me. I promise you'll find this fascinating. And remember, this is just my theory based on everything I've learned. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let's start with Enlil, the supreme ruler of the Anunnaki pantheon. Enlil was often linked to Yahweh, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He wanted humanity to remain subservient and afraid, believing that we needed a divine hierarchy to control us. But another member of the Anunnaki pantheon had a different view. His name was Enki, and he was known as the Liberator. Enki believed that humanity was capable of great things and should be free to explore their potential. He challenged the authority of Enlil and Yahweh and defied their laws, which resulted in the Anunnaki gods waging war against him. Now let's look at Yeshua's teachings. He preached love, liberation, and the concept of an inner divinity within each person. These ideas are similar to those of Enki, the Anunnaki god of wisdom, freedom, and justice. In fact, many scholars believe that the figure of Yeshua was heavily influenced by the Jewish apocalyptic tradition, which itself was likely influenced by the Sumerian and Akkadian myths of Enki. Could it be that Yeshua was a soul aligned with Enki's mission to liberate humanity from fear and oppression? But that's not all. There are even deeper connections between Enki and Yeshua that have remained hidden until now. Most people don't realize that the word Yeshua means salvation in Hebrew. But what does salvation mean? It means being saved from harm, being rescued, or being set free. Sounds like someone we know, right? Enki the Savior. And if that's not enough, let's look at the name Enki itself. It's made up of two parts, En, meaning Lord or Master, and Ki, meaning to come. So put together, Enki means Lord come. Could this be a reference to the coming of Yeshua the Christ? And then there's the Great Flood, an event mentioned in the Bible and other ancient texts. According to the Genesis account, God instructed Noah to build an ark and take his family and two of every kind of animal on board to save them from the flood that would destroy all life on earth. But did you know that the story of the Great Flood also appears in the Epic of Gilgamesh, an ancient Mesopotamian poem that predates the Bible by hundreds of years? In the epic, Utnapishtim is warned of an impending flood by a god named Ea, who tells him to build a boat and preserve himself and his family and two of every kind of animal. Sound familiar? Could it be that both Noah and Utnapishtim were inspired by the same divine source? It seems as though Yeshua the Christ was seeded with divine DNA long before he came to earth. And it wasn't just any DNA, it was the cosmic consciousness of the universe itself. This is something that most people don't understand. They think that Yeshua was born as an ordinary baby and grew up as an ordinary human being. But what if he was more than that? What if he was a divine being with a mission to help humanity evolve? If Yeshua was truly a rebel sent from the stars, his mission was to dismantle the systems that kept people under control, and where better place to do that than in the heart of the Annunaki system itself. The capital of the Annunaki kingdom was a place called Shurupek, and according to the Book of Enoch, it was located near the place where the Pleiades star cluster appeared in the sky. Now, most people don't know this, but the constellation of the Pleiades is actually a gateway to other dimensions, a portal to other worlds and realities. In fact, the word Pleiades comes from the Greek word pleia, which means to sail. And what does sailing mean? It means to travel through the cosmos, to navigate the stars and reach distant worlds. So when Yeshua arrived in Shurupek, he was literally at the center of the Anunnaki Empire, surrounded by the energy of the Pleiades star cluster. It was here that he received his mission from the gods of the stars, a mission to break the chains of fear and ignorance that bound humanity to the Anunnaki. He chose 12 disciples to be his crew, representing the 12 constellations of the zodiac. Together, they sailed through the celestial sea, spreading the message of love, liberation, and inner divinity. They were the first to introduce the concept of a single, all-encompassing God who loved all creation, a radical idea that went against the polytheistic beliefs of the time. And let's not forget the miracles that Yeshua performed. He healed the sick, raised the dead, and even walked on water. But what if these miracles were more than just supernatural acts? What if they were encoded frequencies designed to awaken the DNA of humanity? When Yeshua performed these miracles, he wasn't just displaying divine power. He was transmitting powerful frequencies that resonated with the DNA of those who witnessed them. These frequencies were like keys that unlocked dormant parts of their DNA, allowing them to tap into their own inner divinity. One of the most controversial miracles attributed to Yeshua was his resurrection. But what if this event was not just a physical resurrection, but a quantum leap across timelines? When Yeshua ascended into the heavens, he didn't just leave the physical world behind. He transcended time and space, moving beyond the limitations of the third-dimensional reality. This allowed him to connect with the higher dimensions, where the Anunnaki gods resided. It was here that he gained the knowledge and power to fulfill his mission. These new revelations about Yeshua may change the way you view organized religion. As we continue to uncover the truth about Yeshua's origins and his connection to the Anunnaki, we must also confront the corruption that has infiltrated religious institutions throughout history. Organized religion has often been used as a tool to control and manipulate people, distorting the original teachings of Yeshua and using them to maintain power and control. But as more and more people awaken to the truth, the old ways of thinking are crumbling away, giving way to a new era of understanding. If you're ready to break free from the shackles of fear and ignorance, I encourage you to keep searching for the truth. Don't be afraid to question everything you've been taught and to challenge the status quo. As you dive deeper into this rabbit hole, you'll discover a world of knowledge and wisdom that has been hidden from humanity for far too long. Remember, the power to change your life and to create a better world is within your grasp. All you have to do is reach out and grab it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up to show your support and stay tuned for more fascinating content. And remember, the truth is out there. Keep searching for it and you will find it. Until next time, remember to stay connected, embrace stillness, and keep asking questions. It is done.